challenge. And
That's
I think
right.
we're winding things down, Jason Parkin. He's over with Sheree Clark from Fork in the Road, which you can see here on KCWY Sunday mornings at 11 o'clock in the morning. And so what's going on now, Jason? You see you're on the home stretch, see the finish line.
Last day today. I think I'm going to take a break and then have Sheree help me out with another little project. And Sheree, clearly I can see your nuts here today. We're talking about the holidays coming up.
Yeah, we are. We're talking about travel, because travel ends up being the roadblock for a lot of people on the path to a healthy journey of eating.
Yes,
and
so,
the
holidays too.
Yes, exactly. So particularly when we're traveling, and a lot of people travel by air, but some people travel by car. So I brought some things today to give you some pointers about how to make that work for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. First thing is have the right equipment. So something like an insulated bag, so that if you want to bring some goodies in the car or on the plane that you need to keep chilled, this would be a good option.
Okay.
You can't bring a cooler, or well, you could, but on an airplane or so forth. So something like this would be a real good option. Now, what do you put in it, or what kinds of things do we want to consume? You know, I'm a big fan of the dehydrator.
Yes.
So one of the things that I made was, this is a nut mix, and what I've got here are some almonds and some sunflowers or pumpkin seeds. Why don't you go ahead and take a little bit of a taste there?
Sure.
Yeah. Here, I'll put it in your hand.
Okay.
So these are just simply marinated in soy sauce, a little bit of cayenne, just a little bit of flavor, garlic. And that's really good because it's not got oil in it. It hasn't been bought. There's no preservatives. It's
great.
Yeah, and we made that ourselves. You can mix it up however you want. So it's almost, think of it like a trail mix. If you make your own trail mix, way healthier than buying it from the store.
Sure.
Because you can manage what's in there, you know that it's fresh, and so forth.
The store-bought stuff is usually just a vehicle for chocolate. Really, I mean, that's what it is, you know. Yeah.
That's right.
I'll throw some nuts around it.
And oils and sugars and so forth, and this has no added sugar. If you wanted it to be a little sweet, add some raisins. I know you're not a raisin fan, so we could pick maybe some cranberries or some other things that would go nicely in there.
Okay.
Okay, that's one option. Another one, if we want to do some fresh vegetables and fruit, these things are going to be good in smaller quantities to be take on planes as well as in the car. So you can buy, we've all seen these in the store before, bags of carrots, but you can also buy in most of the local stores and markets some already packaged up vegetables, already cut, all ready to go. These were actually made for stir fry. If you have those in your carry-on, you can also take along your own dip. And you can make hummus, you can make whatever, this is a hummus this time. You can make your own house-made, or if you're like short on time, buy some at the store. This is perfect for in the car.
Okay.
Okay.
I've had a lot of hummus on this raw journey, and it's good.
It's
I mean,
real
it
good.
fills you up, you know.
Yes, and you can flavor it however you want. Add some olives, add some roasted red peppers, whatever it is that it suits you.
Sounds good.
Okay, now these require some preparation. This is dehydrating. This would be making your own. What if you're just lazy or like it's an impromptu trip? Go to the store, buy yourself an apple, piece of fruit, and then we've got these packages of nut butters.
Oh, cool.
And the nut butters come in all kinds of different flavors. There's pecan, walnut, that's almond. You can certainly get peanut butter. These are legal to go through the airplane.
Oh, they are? I was gonna ask you that.
They're small enough, And then you can just squeeze it out onto the apple. Then you've got complete control over your snack. I never go anywhere without something like this.
And the protein in here will fill you up for
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
And then this is great. And plus, so let's say you didn't even get to the store to get the apple. Just throw this in your bag or handbag. Not your case.
No.
When you get to the airport, usually you can find a banana. You can find something. And it will get you through.
It'll cost you $5, but it'll be there.
That's right, exactly.
What do you have over here now?
And then finally, remember the last time we made fruit leather?
Yeah, and it's great.
Well, you can ramp up your fruit leather and almost make it a meal. That fruit leather is if you'd like to try it, it's got a banana flavor to it.
Sure.
It's like banana bread, and what I did was I added some pecans, and the addition of the protein from the nuts makes it more chewy, makes it more substantial, and that way it's more meal-like.
It's great.
Kids love it. It's not a mess in the car. It'll work on the plane. It's all good.
That's really good, and it tastes kind of like fall. It's got the cinnamon thing going on, and
got it,
very, very good.
Exactly.
One of the things you told me, and I complete disclosure here, I completely plan on doing a normal Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And taking a break, because we're going to do maybe some juicing after this.
Yep.
But you had said, and I thought that was interesting, when you go back for a day to your old ways and the gluttony and all that stuff, you said, you're going to feel kind of bad after you do that.
You are going to, it's terrible. It's a food hangover. You really do have that kind of lethargic, and you kind of long for the high energy days because you've gotten used to probably less sleep.
Right.
more energy, less brain fog. When you reintroduce some of the not so great habits, that stuff starts to creep back in, which is your reminder that this is the place to be.
Now, you want to stay tuned because on Thanksgiving Day, the day after Thanksgiving, right here on Great Day, Sheree's going to give us some more ideas as well for the holidays. Tell folks where they can find you and where they can watch you if you would.
They can find me at www.fork-road.com. And before we go, there's one more thing I want to tell you, one more final tip for when you're traveling.
Sounds good.
You'll notice that I've got a whole array of foods here, and then over here I've got a game.
One of these things is not like the other. Yes.
That's exactly right. The point I'd like to make to you is many times when we're traveling, like whether it's by car, by plane, by bicycle, however you're getting there, sometimes we're eating because we're bored.
I do it all the time.
We all do. And so why don't we take something else to entertain us? Instead of just putting food into our mouths, take a deck of cards, take something to do on the plane, in the car, whatever, to entertain the kids, entertain yourself, and you'll
be an
better off.
American, stare at your phone the whole time. You know, right?
That's exactly.
Thank you, Sheree. Some
Yes.
great ideas as always here, and it's always good to see you. Lou and Jackie, I'm going to eat all this, and none of it is going to you. We'll be right back as Great